Hello and welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. This is my Eurovision 2025 Top 37 countdown. It's place number 34, Croatia, Marko Bošnjak, Poison Cake. Now please do click on the subscribe button, ring that notification bell and like, share and comment below. Now perhaps nothing demonstrates more clearly that I don't place a song in my countdown based on how I felt about that country from the previous year is where I've placed my second Balkan country of this year's countdown. My number one last year, Croatia, tumbles into my bottom 5 in my countdown this year, certainly in the pre-show songs. But am I alone in having this reversal? Can Marko Bošnjak hope to emulate the success of last year when Croatia achieved their best ever result, winning the televote and finishing runners-up overall? Now, Marko is a Bosnian Croat whose released music career began in 2022, though he had actually been a participant in a Serbian singing talent show when he was a child, sort of over 10 years ago. But he was a finalist in the 2022 Croatian national selection for Eurovision, and he was the runner-up that year. Now he's released sort of a few singles in the interim and returned to Dora this year and obviously was successful being the winner. He placed a very clear first with the juries, and in Croatia it's a mix of Croatian and international juries, and he finished 4th with the public vote, but won overall. But this also means we have 2 Markos in a row winning Dora and representing Croatia at the contest, because of course Baby Lasagna, who was last year's winner, he is actually a Marko as well. Now Poison Cake is co-written by the singer as well as 4 other co-writers. It falls into that sort of category of male dark pop or male dark pop, though as you'll hear when you if you take a listen or watch of it, it does take quite a few different turns through the song. It's got elements that are kind of more I would say sort of whimsical before hitting you with some very loud sort of shouty screamy parts as well. It's certainly not a predictable ride. The whether it's a ride you enjoy is obviously very dependent on your taste. I do then commend it for being different and unpredictable, even if, I have to say, and you can guess from where I put it in my own countdown, even if it's not something that I find enjoyable for my own listening taste. Now, filling Baby Lasagna's shoes was always going to be a big ask, and I was impressed really with Dora, the quality of Dora and the type of songs that they put forward for the national final. Far more eclectic and daring set of entries than we'd have had prior to the success of Rim Tim Taggy Dim. Poison Cake is definitely an example of that boldness, though I think it was a bit of a surprise win. I'm not sure there was necessarily super clear favourites going into this, and Dora is nothing if not unpredictable at times, but I don't think the winner for this was seen as coming. I am disappointed to hear, though, that Marko has, I gather, been getting quite a lot of hate and pushback back in Croatia, which seems really quite unjustified. So I'm very disappointed to hear that. Now, it's fair to say this hasn't really clicked with the fan community, sitting pretty low in the Eurovision scoreboard at the moment. And also, if you look at the betting odds, and that's the betting odds for qualifying from the semi-final, the betting odds are not looking too optimistic for its chances of qualifying. And I should also note that the semi-final that Marko is in is a very heavy with male artists. But it's not necessarily all over, though. This has got a fantastic position in the running order. They've really rewarded Croatia in the running order. It's I think second from the end, and it's the type of song and performance that can really be remembered and stick in the mind and stand out. And of course, especially being near the end of the show, and that's obviously when it comes to 100% televote, is very important. It really does rely, though, heavily on confident and powerful vocals. Otherwise, those sort of loud and screamy parts will not be effective. And at the time of recording this, I don't think we can rely on those. I think one of the reasons I have this down this low is because that vocal during the national final just was not. I just don't think it was enough for the type of song this is, and that may improve. But at the time I'm recording this, my feeling is that Croatia probably will not be making the final in 2025. Of course, you can read on my website, www.mattloveseurovision, if you want to have a look at the corresponding blog post. But of course, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think Croatia will qualify? And if so, how do you think it will do? But yes, do let me know and join me again soon on the countdown. Take care.